Clark today. Shout out to off-season Caitlin Clark sources. Off-season Caitlin Clark sources be having the sources. They stated Caitlin Clark profile headshot has been updated on Team USA. So this is the new and improved looking Caitlin Clark. Now, as y'all can see here from this picture, judging by her shoulders, she lost a lot of weight. But this is the Caitlin we want to see. See, this is the Caitlin that shoot logo threes. And judging off the footage that came out this weekend, there was a lot of logo.
That's the uncomfortable truth the WNBA doesn't want to confront. The numbers didn't just rise and settle. They surged, slipped, and then collapsed by day 3. When Caitlin Clark returned to the floor with Team USA last weekend in Raleigh, the data told a story far different from the one the league has been promoting. The algorithm exposed a harsh reality that challenges the narrative of stable growth and an ever-expanding fan base. Here's what those swings really signal. A spike on day 1 reflects pure curiosity. A drop on day 2 shows casual viewers drifting away. But a sharp fall on day 3 is something else entirely. It's the market revealing how deep true engagement actually runs. And for a league staring toward a pivotal 2026 season, those numbers aren't just concerning. They're alarming.
The updates on the CBA negotiations. From my understanding, they put forth another proposal for the WNBA players and the owners, but the players did not accept the new proposal. Now, we know January 6th was that 6-week timeline that we got before we either see another extension or another shutdown. Now, with that being said, I'm here to tell you, if we do not have a CBA signed by March or April, we gonna be in trouble. We gonna be in some serious trouble with the WNBA coming back for the 2026 season.
January 6th is the hard deadline. In just 6 weeks, the WNBA and its players must either finalize a new collective bargaining agreement, agree to another extension, or risk a full shutdown. According to the latest reports, the players have already turned down the owner's most recent offer. Here's the crunch no one can ignore. Without a signed CBA by March or April, the 2026 season is in serious jeopardy. A lockout doesn't just pause play for a few months, it destroys the league's momentum entirely. And right now, that momentum is already fragile. Rivaled can't be counted on as a safety net either. That league fell far short of expectations. When your fallback plan falters before your main season even hits pause, the warning signs are unmistakable.
Did was updated this. This is Caitlin Clark professional notes. Instead, in her rookie season with the Fever, Caitlin Clark set league single season record of 337 and single game records of 19 in assists, broke the rookie scoring record of 769 points, and became the first rookie to achieve a triple-double. She was named the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, the third Fever player to earn the honor. Additionally, was the only rookie selected in all WNBA first team, becoming the first rookie since 2009 and only the 5th overall to ever name the league's first team, drafted number 1 overall by the Indiana Fever in 2024. Shout out to—
Now, let's focus on the real takeaways from Team USA camp. Chloe Peterson of Indy Star became the first WNBA reporter to get exclusive access to Caitlin Clark's national team practices. What she observed reveals exactly where Caitlin stands in her recovery from the eardrum injury she sustained during the playoffs. First, her shot is back. Those signature logo threes that made her a household name are still lethal. Her speed is coming back too, a crucial factor since that burst off the dribble opens up her passing lanes. But the standout detail? Caitlin herself says she's physically at 100%, yet there's still some rust to shake off. In other words, the injury didn't take away her talent. It just temporarily threw off her timing.
And for the first time was probably the most noteworthy aspect of USA camp in Raleigh this past weekend.
And obviously, nationally, there was a lot of interest with Caitlin Clark, and obviously locally, we're Indy Star here. A lot of interest in Caitlin Clark returning. Just what did you see from her play? You know, did she impress? I know Cara Lawson talked highly of her, Suber as well. Just like, what did you see from Caitlin in USA camp being healthy?
Still there. That was one of my leads, was just, you know, that shot of hers that we're also familiar with, very much still there. Her speed.
Defense. That's the topic everyone treads lightly around when talking about Caitlin Clark. Watching her face off against Kelsey Plum at Team USA camp revealed why that discussion makes some people uneasy. Chloe Peterson diplomatically noted a key detail. Caitlin struggled against one of the league's top guards. With Russ still influencing her system, defensive gaps were easy to spot, but the more intriguing observation came when Caitlin went up against Paige Vickers. Suddenly, the entire dynamic shifted. This wasn't about comparing who's better, it was about imagining how these two players might operate together on the same team in the future. That's the real focus at Team USA camp. No one's being cut. They're shaping chemistry for what's ahead.
Else we're going to talk about is Annie Constable being the first reporter to do a sit-down interview and talk about what she's seen when she was granted access to see Caitlin Clark. We're going to talk about that shortly. Now, something else.
Let's address the big talking point. Team USA has updated Caitlin Clark's official headshot and bio. The photo highlights a noticeable drop in shoulder weight compared to her rookie season. Before anyone jumps to conclusions, it's important to clarify what this really means. This is Caitlin at her natural playing weight, not the heavier frame she carried through a grueling 40-game WNBA season and playoffs. Her updated bio now reflects the staggering achievements she racked up in a single season. The rookie scoring record with 769 points, the first ever rookie triple-double in WNBA history, 2024 Rookie of the Year, first team All-WNBA selection, and only the fifth rookie ever to earn that honor. Seeing those feats listed together makes it impossible to ignore the sheer magnitude of what she accomplished in just 1 year.
I saw someone ask me like, oh, who's standing out and who looks like someone that's going to get cut. And that's not the purpose of this camp. You know, this is not a camp that's like, oh, hey, you're no longer going to be in the pool after this one camp, you know? So I think, those were some of my takeaways.
Is that your only question, Chloe?
Yeah. You have a question?
Shit.
So that was Annie Constable, man. You guys can check out the full interview on the Indy Star YouTube channel. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about that one. Keep them bells on, and we will be back with some more Caitlin Clark content. And like always, man, till next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out.
Now, the media side of the story gets fascinating. Chloe Peterson sat down with Indy Star for a 2-hour deep dive on her Team USA access, yet the video barely hit 4,000 views. For the first reporter granted exclusive access to Caitlin Clark at National Team Camp, those numbers are surprisingly low. Compare that to the massive engagement Caitlin draws on social media or the viewership her games attract during the season, and a clear pattern emerges. This fan base will tune in to watch Caitlin play. They'll devour highlights and hot takes. But when it comes to long-form journalism examining her growth and development, the interest just isn't there. This isn't a critique of Chloe's reporting. It's a reality check. The audience craves spectacle over substance.
Caitlin Clark content. So it looked like Team USA wraps up the weekend with a lot of footage coming out. Now, the numbers, I was very interested to see how everybody was going to take the Caitlin Clark returning back to the basketball court. And I'm about 50-50 sold on the algorithm being right where it need to be. The first day we seen numbers go up and down. Second day numbers go up and down. Third day they kind of plummet, which means to tell me a lot of people still are interested, but there is also a lot of people that ain't interested in Caitlin Clark.
Let's break down what all of this signals for the WNBA's future. Viewership from Team USA camp fluctuated over 3 days, ultimately crashing by the final session. That isn't steady growth. It's a fan base that rallies around one star while she's on the court, then fades once the novelty wears off. Meanwhile, CBA negotiations remain at a standstill with the January 6th deadline looming. If this drags into March or April without a deal, the 2026 season is at serious risk. Unlike past labor disputes, the WNBA can't rely on a deep, established fan base to wait patiently for basketball's return. Momentum from 2024 is already waning, and a lockout would wipe it out entirely. Caitlin Clark is physically back to full health, but the rust from her eardrum injuries still lingers. Her offensive game remains elite, while defensive gaps are still visible. Team USA is carefully assessing how she meshes with the next wave of talent, especially Paige Vickers, as the 2028 Olympic roster starts taking shape. Media attention around Caitlin continues to soar when controversy is involved. But when it comes to detailed, long-form reporting, interest drops sharply. That exclusive 2-hour Team USA interview garnered just 400 views, whereas a 30-second clip of her syncing a logo 3 can reach 500,000. The WNBA is facing a stark lesson about the divide between celebrity appeal and true sports fandom. The hard truth connecting all of this? The league's surge in relevance last year was fueled by Caitlin Clark entering at the perfect crossroads of skill, personality, and cultural timing. Next Voice 9. Spikes don't create lasting success. Strong foundations do. And right now, that foundation is showing cracks. Viewership is dropping. CBA talks are stalled. The backup plan, unrivaled, fell short. Even the fan base that flocked to Caitlin in 2024 has proven their loyalty is conditional and fleeting. They'll watch her in games, but not in practice. They crave drama, not analysis. What if there's number 2026 season? If CBA negotiations drag into a lockout, the league loses a full year of momentum. Caitlin loses a year in her prime. Casual fans who tuned in during 2024 move on, and when the WNBA finally returns, it's like starting over from square one. Next Voice 10. The numbers don't lie. Team USA camp viewership told the real story. Day 1, curiosity. Day 2, a drop. Day 3, a collapse. That's not a sustainable fan base. It's a novelty act losing its luster. If the WNBA can't turn Caitlin Clark's individual star power into lasting institutional growth, last year's excitement was nothing more than a one-hit wonder. The question isn't whether Caitlin Clark is still elite. The real question is whether anyone will still care by 2026. And judging by the data, right now, that's far from certain. So, here's the conversation starter. Can the WNBA survive a lockout? Is this fan base loyal enough to endure a canceled season? Or was 2024 the peak, with everything from here only going downhill? Share your thoughts in the comments. This debate is just beginning.